So this is quite the core area for the vessel. So we are approaching to which place? So this is another deck. This is for the driving or the control room. So you can see a lot of visitors here. And also the yellow ones, and also this is actually the assorted boats. So this is for the disaster relief or for the maritime rescue work. So you can see a lot of people pay a visit here. This is the open day, and this is the control room. And we also have LED screen. This is the one. So we will display kind of the words or a message. Or basically, this is one of the important role is to send the warning message when we conduct our mission on the sea. So this is the driving cab, or we can say this is the control room. So would you please introduce the facilities here? So this is a very important area on the vessel, and you can see this is like the people's brain, that everything is all controlled here. We can monitor all the things here on the screen. So for the room, it's around 74 square meters. So this is the basically divided into 3 parts. This is a command board. How many people do we need? For each area, we have the people to control it. We also have another conductor or the commander here. So here is the board. We can basically control all the electricity facilities. And we have people specifically here to drive. So this is the main control board, and also different dashboard. Everything we have dedicated person here to monitor. So we have people specifically here to steering the vessel. So it's basically actually it's not just by eyes, we also can monitor the directions through radars. And we also have the other commanders to help to record the data, the index. So the steering person can, based on all this available information, to drive to the correct direction. So it's not a single person mission, actually it's a team work. So it requires a lot of coordination and working together. It's a team spirit. The vessel actually is a very good function, and we also have different advanced equipment to help us. So this overall, the vessel is in a very good shape, and it's a very good performance. And we always conduct the missions in South China Sea. And the draught of the vessel is around 3,000 tons. Actually, the wave is quite serious when we once conduct a mission in South China Sea that's reached as high as 10 level. So we are now at the driving cab. Actually, there's no seats. We cannot really sit down to control the vessel. Actually, we all stand. So we have a specific person here to conduct the job. Basically, it's per shift. It's around 2 hours. So we basically have 3 shifts So we need to control ourselves no matter how big the wave is. We need to stand still. That's also a requirement for our servicemen and women. So this is also the part is quite important. So this is sea chart area. So this is the control bar. So you can see which part we want to have a closer look. We can have the camera to close up or give a wider view. So for us, we can, based on these, to conduct the sea chart. And actually, this is also can take photos during nights. This is a very high advanced, quite high-tech one. You can think like a body-worn camera or the recorder that used for the law enforcement. So it's quite similar as the one we use on the sea, but what we are using is more advanced and high-tech one. So this is the 2D, two-dimensional sea chart. Actually, it's not a very simple job. You can see we have all different equipments to record all the data because right now it's in the digital era. So a lot of things here you can see what we get help from is all from this very digital appliance. But still, we have the basic function, basic requirement. It's like whenever all this digital equipment has any issues or they stop working, we still can rely on the two-dimensional sea chart. Although we basically get a big hand or big help from the old advanced technologies, but still in hand, what we have or the first class we learn is how to do our mission or how to find our way on this 2D map. That's very important, and that's also the first lesson we learn. And for us, we always follow the party's directions, and we have a lot of spirit, and this is also the hardcore requirements. We always stay true to our aspirations. So for our each vessel, we all have this kind of spirit message, but that may be different vessel to vessel. And we coming out. This is the vessel 2304. And this is the first time we stop at the port of Nanjing. And here is the deck. You can see the machine guns. So we have a lot of different equipment. Machine guns, we have a weaponry deck. So here is the high pressure water cannons. So our equipment actually is all advanced. We also keep them updated. And this actually can operate automatically. So we're just in our control room to control all these weapons. We do not need to people basically here to fire. Actually, all these guns that they can fire automatically. So this is a machine guns. We also have the high pressure water cannons. So you can see on the vessels, this is a 27 millimeter gun. So this is the machine gun. So we can control it back at the control room. We can control it in a remote distance. Or we also can operate manually. We just stand here. can operate the gun. And if we open, you can see the whole body of the gun. So if we want to control manually, this is how we do it. So we target the objects, and this is also actually we do the practice in a regular basis. So actually my job is also to manage these areas. So for us, we basically to check the guns, whether they operate or they function in well or not. So it's quite important team, yes. Actually, each team are all important, equally important. But for our job, is we'll guarantee all the guns, all the equipment can function well. So this is our job. So on this vessel, how many personnel on the vessel? We can tell you in the correct number. But actually, I can see that we have a lot of different teams, although we have different jobs to perform, but all our missions are equally important. And we follow the party's direction, and we all stay true to our aspirations. You can see this is the spirit message. Actually, each vessel have their own spirit that may be different vessel to vessel, but we have that spirit message on every vessels. And right now we're going downstairs to another deck. So please follow me. We are heading to another deck. So you can see this always have the team of steel spirit. Always stay to the fighting spirit. These are actually the cafeteria. But right now, because today is the open day, so we also make this room to display our new equipment. So please follow me to enter into the room. So this is will show our advanced weaponry. And we are on the vessel 2304. And today is the open day. So the vessel right now is stopped at the port of Nanjing. And this vessel actually also is the largest law enforcement vessel. It conducts different kinds of the marine rescue and security jobs in the South China Sea, in the North China Sea, and the East China Sea. And right now we're in the room. Before it's actually our cafeteria, and right now we use it to display our new weapons because today is our open day, so we would like to show our weapons to the public. And let's go to check different decks. So it's the first time for the vessel 2304 to stop at the port of Nanjing. And this is also another gun. This is also the weapon, the machine gun. So my team actually is our job to guarantee all the equipments are in ready position and they all can functional well. And this is the anchor machine. Actually, this used to drop the anchor and take it back. So this is also part of my job to guarantee it all works. So actually we have 3 anchors machine. So it's the basic requirements for one vessel. Actually, normally for vessel is only require 1 anchor, but right now it's like we have 2 anchors. We have 1 for the left, 1 for the right, and we also have another anchor machine that's for the backup. So you can see this 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Another is at the back of the vessel. That's for the backup vessel, backup anchor. So per anchor, that's around 2 tons in weight. So you can see the anchor and the chain. This is overall together is our anchor machine. So that's why, because of these, we can stop on the sea firmly. And you can see this is the front look of our vessel. And we also have the lights. That's our warning lights as well. And we also have the speakers. So that's basically for us. If we conduct our job on the sea, we also can speak through our speakers. And through this, we can talk and send a warning message to the other vessels if they enter into our territorial waters illegally. And you also can see our radars. So this is some we look on TV. They talk about the China Coast Guard, and we always can hear that our soldiers or our servicemen speak to the other vessels. They always start with, "This is China Coast Guard." And all the weapons here are saying they all can operate automatically. And this one is a backup anchor. Let's go to other places. This is the 2304 vessel. So we are inside the vessel 2304 of Chinese Coast Guard. And right now it berthed at the Yangtze River dock in Nanjing, Jiangsu Province. And today is also the open day. So actually we have a different routes to the different docks. Actually, every year if we have the new hands coming in, they always need to spend several months to find their ways. Otherwise, they always got lost. So we have so many channels in the vessel, as we have also a lot of decks. So it's really required times and efforts for our new coming soldiers to get familiar with all the ways. Let's go to downstairs to check another deck. So we're heading to the lower deck. And at the lower deck, so this is the carters The cutters actually is called tail cutters because it's always sail from the tail of the vessel. So this is a very safe one, and also actually it also can conduct the missions in a very high efficiency. So if we want to use this tail cutters, we will sail it from the back of the vessel. You can see the gate is in front of us. So this is the tail. So sometimes like we use it for maritime search and rescue. For special occasions, special cases, actually we use this cutter to conduct the missions. So our servicemen will on board and will conduct the missions. So we also can use this to do the maritime rescue and search, and also we use it. It's play an important role in our tactics. And this is the mooring line or the mooring rope. So we can use it to connect with the port. So basically help us to fix the vessel to stand still and berth at the port. So let's get back to the other deck. So we just now at the lower deck, and there are many different decks and different channels, different ways in the vessel. And this is the 2304 of China's Coast Guard. And also it's the first time to stop perform the mission. So nothing is stopped in our way. So of course we also face different kind of the risks or dangers. But we can see actually every mission, of course, we all face different challenges. But we are brave enough to conquer all of them. So nothing really can stop our way to complete the mission. So you can see all we have different equipment for navigation, and we have a lot of equipment, and especially the weapons on the vessels that all can control in a remote distance. And we can see today we also have the welcome flags. As we know, Navy servicemen, they all use the flag or the different gestures to speak. Actually, all the flag represents different language or the message. We're right now on the 2304 vessel of Chinese Coast Guard. And for the vessels, always to safeguard the legal rights over the key waters and also conduct the law enforcement in the territorial waters of the People's Republic of China. So how is our visit today? We're from CCTV and CGTN. I also bring your son here, right? Yes, because it's the open day. Before we only see the small boats, but today is the first time for my child to see this kind of big, magnificent vessel. Do you like it? Yes, of course. Why you would like to bring your son here? I think it's also the time to get these patriotism trainings, and before it's just we just see the different vessels on TV. And actually my friend introduced this open day to us. I think it is a very precious time for my son to see the real ones. Today is the open day because a lot of the families still bring their children here, because it's also a very good lesson for patriotism. I believe if the young generation see these weapons, they will know how strong the Navy is. This is also, they can know and understand our muscles. So this is the vessel 2304. So we come to the deck to see a performance. So the performance actually conducted by our servicemen and women. Actually, we have a lot of very colorful performance actually to enrich our daily routines. So you can see our servicemen and women, they're very skillful. So actually we have a lot of different events. And that's also the very good opportunity to actually build the chemistry, or we talk about the cohesions between different teams, because always, as we say, our mission is teamwork. And we also right now follow our winter schedule. We get up at around 6:20 a.m. and we go to bed at 10 p.m. That's our daily routine. Get up at 6 and go to sleep at 10 p.m. Right now we're at the deck, and later on we will show you a performance that's conducted by our service personnel on the vessel. You can see they are very skillful in not only conduct the missions, they're of course very skillful to conduct the missions, but also they have a very rich life on the vessel, because it's also quite a key part of the daily routine on the vessel. So you can see they can play the instruments, and you can play the keyboard. We have a lot of different kinds of event, and we also have a library. We also have our internet access for the service personnel to study and to learn the information. And we also have cinemas, a small cinema on the vessels. There are all different kinds of the entertained or the really colorful life on the vessel. Actually, we also can watch TV on the vessels. Of course, we also can make phone calls. We use the satellite signals to help us to realize all these. So later on, you will see a performance. So you can see all these actually is our service personnel, and later on they will be the main characters on the stage to perform. And right now they are preparing the stage. So you can see they have very rich recreational life on the vessel. So we're waiting them to do the preparation. You can see we have a lot of people here waiting to see the live show. And actually today is the open day, so you can see a lot of people, the citizens from Nanjing and surrounding areas pay a visit here to see the 2304 vessel of Chinese Coast Guard. And this is also the first time for the 2304 to be berthed at the port of Yangtze River, Nanjing, Jiangsu Province. So right now we are waiting for the service personnel to get ready, and then we will see the performance. The performance is all conducted by the service personnel on the vessel of 2304. Hello, so you're a small band, right? Yes, we're organized by ourselves as well from the vessel, and actually we practice and actually basically entertain ourselves. And we also will perform on the vessels. So this is one of our hobby. So we all together to do the practice. So you can see the drum, the bass, the keyboard, guitars. This is a small band. So you learn by yourself. So for myself, actually, we learned a little bit before. And with the band, I also learned a little bit electric guitar. So some of our band members actually learned the instrument by themselves, and some of them actually had a little bit skills before they on the vessels. So we had the songs, military songs. So we will start with the sound of the vessel, and then you will hear the other songs that quite familiar. We will show you all the performance later. So the performance will be a military song melody. So that melody will starting with the 2304 vessel songs. And the performance you will see later on in a minute. It's all performed by the service personnel on the 2304 vessel. And we are waiting for them to get ready. So right now they start the performance. So I believe they will start with the military boxing.
大家好，我们是2304舰的新风乐队，接下来给大家带来一首军歌串烧。
So hello, we are the Xingfeng Band from vessel 2304. I will bring you a melody of military songs. Thank you very much for the show. I think it's really good at singing. I've been on the vessel for a year and a half. You're really good. I'll click like for you. So, how do you think of it? Actually, my dream is to be a serviceman. So it's really, really good for me to have this visit to here. I'm really, really excited. I also feel the strength of China. Actually, I'm a farmer. I just live nearby. And actually, when I was a child, I only see the wooden small boat. Right now, you can see this huge vessel. What do you think? I like it so much. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff here. It's also a very good time for patriotism. So we just saw the performance conducted by the service personnel on the vessel 2304. And this is also a band organized by our service personnel. And today is the open day, and the whole process is like we would like to bring the visitors here to see the facilities, and here they will be the last stop for them to see the performance. So you will be here during the Chinese New Year? Yes. And for our service personnel, we will all stay on the vessel to celebrate the Chinese New Year. That's also a very happy time for us. So this is the open day for the 2304 vessel. And thank you for watching. And this is the end of our live stream. Bye for now.